What if everything you own disappeared overnight? No money in the bank, no credentials to flash, not a single connection to call for a favor. It sounds like a nightmare, maybe a cruel joke, but imagine. Would you still find the guts to start something from nothing? Would you stare at the empty page and dare to dream, even without all the things society says you need? Pause for a moment. Let it sink in. This situation isn't a dead end. It's not failure or a sentence to obscurity. In fact, it's how the legends began. The moguls, the innovators, the people who built empires from thin air. You see, starting with nothing isn't a flaw. It's raw potential, it's unclaimed power. It's the proof that the world can't hand you worth. You have to forge it. The only thing standing between you and greatness is the way you think and the courage you wield. So, forget luck. Forget waiting for someone to hand you the keys. If you want to hunt with the wolves, you'll need a new set of beliefs. Here are 9 mindsets to carry you from confusion to clarity, from zero to unstoppable. This is how you earn your scars and ultimately your freedom. The first mindset: solve problems. Don't just sell hours. There's a story I like. A friend of mine dropped out of school at 17. No degree, no glowing resume, just an itch to figure things out. Instead of looking for a job, he looked for pain points. He noticed local businesses struggling with their social media. While others his age hunted for hourly wages, he offered to fix their digital presence. Fast forward, he's now earning more in a month than his teachers ever did. What's his secret? He never traded time for money. He sold solutions. See, chasing a wage will put a ceiling on your potential. Wealthy people get paid for delivering an outcome, not clocking in. So if you can edit videos, code, write, or organize events, don't just take what's offered. Become irreplaceable. Become the answer to someone's headache. People value what removes their pain or brings them closer to their goals. When you can do that, you'll never have to beg for opportunity. You'll become the opportunity. The second mindset is this: you don't always need a product, just the ability to connect people. Think of all the middlemen, affiliates, and dropshippers out there. They didn't invent the product, nor did they toil for years perfecting a skill. What they did was spot 2 needs: one group desperate to buy, and another eager to sell. Their superpower? Bridging that gap. You can build a business, standing in the middle of transactions, adding value with your network and understanding of demand. An affiliate marketer doesn't produce what they sell, but earns by guiding the right people to the right solution. A dropshipper leverages suppliers and delivers to consumers without ever touching inventory. The beauty is, you don't have to be the source or the destination. Sometimes the smartest place to stand is right there in the center, where the streams converge and the money flows. Third, learn to leverage other people. Thomas Edison, the icon of innovation, once admitted he didn't need to be the smartest person in the room. He just needed smart people working with him. You don't have to wear every hat. In fact, the less you try to control, the faster you move. Find those with the resources, their money, their time, their skills, and their audiences. Use their momentum to add velocity to your own dreams. Maybe you can't afford a designer, but you can offer value to someone who can. Maybe you aren't a coder, but collaboration can create the tool you need. Success isn't about going alone, it's about orchestrating strengths. Think like a chess player. Position yourself strategically, use the power pieces, and move across the board with purpose. That's leverage. That's how you turn small advantages into massive wins. Fourth, fear isn't your enemy. It's your signal. Few people talk honestly about the terror of starting, the racing heart before sending that first pitch, the shaking hands during your first call with a stranger. It's real, and it's uncomfortable. But I'll tell you something crucial. The things you're most afraid to do are usually the ones that matter most for your growth. Fear doesn't mean stop. It's the body's way of saying, pay attention. This matters. The people who break through aren't fearless. They're brave. They act anyway. Every time you push forward, even when your voice trembles or your palms sweat, your offer loses a bit of its grip. The world rewards courage. The side of you waiting for permission to act will die of starvation. Your breakthrough, the moment everything shifts, lives on the other side of the thing you're scared to do. Fifth, never forget, learning is good, but acting is better. So many would-be entrepreneurs spend years planning, studying, and perfecting, waiting for the stars to align. Meanwhile, others act. They launch a messy website, experience real feedback, and adjust quickly. The truth is, you don't need to know everything before starting. The best lessons happen in real time, and failure is a better teacher than theory ever could be. Every mistake shortens the gap between you and mastery, as long as you adjust and try again. Don't get locked in research. Don't get stuck waiting for secrets and strategies. An average plan executed today beats a perfect plan that's never started. Learn fast, act faster, and let your hustle be the laboratory where greatness is forged. Sixth, build your brand before your business. Why? Because people trust people, especially in a world drowning in options. Your product will compete. Your brand will differentiate. It's not about having millions of fans. It's about being honest, relatable, and consistent, so 1,000 people believe, I'd rather buy from you than anyone else. Think of your personal brand as your digital reputation. It's made of your face, your voice, and your story. It's forged one post, one video, one real connection at a time. People don't buy what you sell. They buy why you sell it and what you stand for. Tell your story, share your struggles, and build trust before trying to make a sale. In a noisy world, your story is your edge. Seventh, let pain become your fuel. The people who reach greatness aren't always those who start with the most. Sometimes they're the ones who start with the least and suffer the hardest. I know what it's like to feel at the bottom, to look at your bank account and feel a cold chill, to see rejection emails pile up, to wonder if you'll ever get ahead. It's easy to let pain break you, but you can also let it ignite you. Pain is a raw, unfiltered energy. It can chain you in bitterness or blast you into action. The trials that could have held you down can be transformed into the drive that propels you onward. Every rejection, every sleepless night, every disappointment, they can be the logs you throw on your fire. Let your struggles shape your mission, make you relentless, and push you to build something better for yourself, your family, and everyone who believes in you. Eighth, your phone is no longer a toy or a distraction. It's your pocket-sized business machine. Think about it. In your hand is a camera, a notepad, a sales platform, and a global audience. You don't need a fancy office, a big team, or even venture capital. You just need the discipline to use your phone as a tool, not a trap. Record content, post your ideas, message leads, and build a following. You can learn new skills, close deals, and share your journey with the world. Every tap, every swipe, every post is a chance to move closer to success. It's not about resources, It's about resourcefulness. The question isn't whether opportunity exists, it's whether you'll be bold enough to create with what's already in your pocket. Ninth, realize that opportunities are created, not given. There's no magic moment where the universe sends you a sign that it's time. If you wait for the perfect idea, the right connections, or the ideal economic climate, you'll be waiting forever. Winning entrepreneurs understand this. Opportunity is something you carve out of the raw material of today. Sometimes it looks like a single email sent to a stranger. Sometimes it's a video posted at midnight or a cold call that feels impossible until the first words are out. Momentum starts with a tiny act of creation, a handshake with uncertainty. The most dangerous question you can ask is, when will my chance come? Instead ask, what will I create today that could change my future? Now, let's bring it all home. If you're starting with nothing, congratulations. You're exactly where the strongest builders begin. The world loves a comeback story, but every story starts with a moment of decision. You can wait for approval, resources, and luck, but those are all mirages. Your greatest tool sits between your ears. The mindset that says, what I have is enough to start. Mindsets aren't magic spells, they're fuel for relentless action. The hunger to build must burn brighter than the fear of failing. Your resources may be limited, your skill set rough, but your daily effort is priceless. Move forward before you think you're ready. Make noise before anyone is listening. Stake your claim before anyone lights your path. If you commit to these 9 mindsets, you'll find that luck isn't random. It's built by persistence, clarity, and an unyielding will. One small step, right now, can begin a chain of events bigger than your wildest dreams. Every overnight success once had an ordinary day 1. Decide that today is your day 1, because someday you'll look back on all the doubt, all the questions, all the nights you almost quit, and you'll realize the moment everything changed wasn't when you made your first dollar, it was when you refused to give up. The rest will come. The journey is yours to claim.